I'm so excited. So I've seen multiple places on the internet where people take donuts and they turn them into waffles with their waffle maker. So we are going to do that. I just need to get you zoomed in and we will get started. Okay, so I had a whole bunch of donuts left over from something I did, and I had to sneak them home in this little thing from Wegmans because everyone was eating them, and I was like, wait, I already have some leftover donuts going to be happening. Let's save them and do things with them. So they are the colossal donuts. This one apparently touched one with sprinkles, but colossal. So I have one that's still whole, and the other one below it is cut up. I was afraid that these wouldn't fit, but now that I'm looking at it versus the waffle maker, I'm feeling okay with this. So this little sounds good so far. So we're supposed to gently smashy smash. Gentle, gentle. I'm getting stuck here. Gentle, not so gentle. I want to see if I can get it. Like, I want to push on the top, but that's really hot. So that would not be good life choices. And as usual, my kitchen is very messy. Sorry. Oh, I just smushed a sprinkle right into the handle. Can we? Okay, so we're going to flip. We're going to let this kind of do its thing until the light goes off then comes on. Because I looked up online and no one told me how long to cook these for. They just said until they were warmed. So I don't know how long that is. Okay, so the light has just come back on. So we're going to give it a flippy back and we'll see what we got. I'm excited. Whoa. Okay, so that, it didn't spread out as much as I thought it would with all the smushing. So let's, okay, it also didn't, ooh, that was pretty crispy sounding. All right, so I'm going to get the, let's get the close-up, or not. I'm going to get the other one going, and then let this one cool a little so I don't burn my face off, and then we can give it a taste test. See how this does, these like more cakey instead of more fluffy and light. So we'll see if possibly chopping it in half will do anything. So we are gently, not so gently, gently, semi-gently. Sort of gently. Just hold this down. There we go. That helps. Get this flipped over and we'll get that cooking. So here's what the first little section I'm going to try looks like. It's still very hot. The other ones are technically done as for these terms, but I want to see if I can get a little bit more crispy because these still seem very soft. I don't know if that's because I used the colossal donuts and not Krispy Kreme. Oop, something happened. I don't know what's happening. But let's give this a try first. It's okay. We'll have to do a bonus later of me trying like one of the small Krispy Kremes because this is only okay. Or maybe it'll be better when I cook it more. So we'll find out. So like I said, I'm going to have to give this a bonus try with some light and fluffy, less cakey donuts. Because while these are good, they just don't seem to have that super crisp, thin, caramely finish that the other ones seem to. But I mean, these aren't bad. So hold on until you get to that next Krispy Kreme yummy footage. So I'm back. I have the real deal. I got the Krispy Kremes. I'm covering that up because the camera keeps singing this in the face when I cover mine. But I was afraid I'd have to go all the way to the Krispy Kreme store. Turns out no, my Safeway gets them because every time I go, I see them boxing up donuts for a store, and I was like, I'll just go to the store instead of direct. So I'm gonna zoom in again and let's see how these go. The legit ones. All right. First one, I don't want to melt this plastic. Right there. Delicious. So, oh yeah, definitely smushing a lot easier. Until this point. All right, the last little bit. It's resisting. Are we in? We're in. All right, so we're gonna flip and we're gonna do the same thing. There's a lot more sizzling action. Do you hear this? There's so much more sizzling action going on right now than with the other one. This is exciting. So now the hard part, the waiting. Okay, so we have the light back on. There's still steam, but I think that's okay since it was okay last time. So let's see what we got. I got my plate ready, and oh my goodness, we got a sticker. So come here. Come here, please. Oh. So I don't know if it's just my waffle maker, but I feel like it's not as flat as the ones that I've seen on other YouTube videos. But anyway, because that will be nice and molten, let's get the other one going. And I tried to choose the two best looking ones. That one didn't want to come. So I got the ones that were like the thickest looking and like the sort of roundest. That's the little butt, so that's why it doesn't have a lot of frosting. Because when they get frosted, they are going along a conveyor belt like this, all happy, and it's just like pouring the glaze on them. And also when cooking these, it smells like I'm like in a Krispy Kreme shop while the hot light's on. So while they're making them, it smells like this. It's so good. Are we good? Nope. Ah! Just put my hand there. Keep from, setting my house on fire or something. Okay, so we're good. We're flipping. And this is, yep, very molten. So we're going to that went out a lot faster. Interesting. So we're going to let that sit. I'm going to cook this one a little bit longer to see what happens. Okay, so I let this one cook for a little bit longer. Let's see how it looks. Again, we got a sticker. Oh, look at all that bubbly sugar. So this one looks possibly a little flatter. It's more brown. It's more not wanting to come off. Oh, there we go. Ooh. There's a little trail of sugar. All right, so look at these. Aren't they beautiful? I'm excited to get into them, but first I have to let them cool. And then I thought of something interesting because all the YouTube videos I watched doing it, like afterward, you're like, well, there's all that caramelized sugar, which mine isn't so bad, but the people who do like 6 or so, then you're like, well, that's going to be fun to clean. So I mixed up some batter. And we're going to pour that in and see what happens. I was tempted to be one of those people and like show up at a hotel that has continental breakfast and then just like grab a cup full of waffle batter and then just leave. But I'm way too lazy for that. I need a spoon, apparently. Oh my goodness. So I kind of guesstimated on how much mix to make for one. I'm not sure, but hopefully that'll be enough. And hopefully that will do the trick of absorbing all of the caramel that I pretty much created by doing delicious things to Krispy Kreme. So we're gonna let that cook, we're gonna let those cool, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so while that guy's cooking, we're gonna try this one. It's cooled down enough. It's definitely a lot harder feeling, like it's definitely got a lot harder of a candy shell. So let's see how it tastes. Oh my god. So oddly enough, the flavor in the end is a lot similar to the Colossal Donuts, but because it has more glaze per I don't know how you'd say that. For dough bit, it's definitely a lot more sugary. Not quite as good and fluffy as straight off the line, mind you. But these are pretty good. Okay, not like, oh my goodness, I have to go get another like dozen and cook all of them like this, but I'm not mad. So let's see how the waffle turned out. Okay, so we're ready to see how our waffle looks. And the great, oh, I always have this problem. Stop sticking. Please let go. Are you not done? Oh, there we go. You look done to me. Definitely did not get all of the caramel because here's some right here. So definitely I need more waffle batter. If you try that, you want one that fills the whole thing. So probably, I don't know. I did like half or a quarter of a cup of the powder and a little less than a quarter of almond milk. So at least half a cup, possibly a full cup. Can we just let go, please? Please, sugar, stop acting as the best glue ever. And yeah, we're free. Alright, so I was hoping it looked more caramely than it does, but it's a pancake. Okay, so while my waffle iron cools down before I can actually try and clean off all that caramel and put it away, here's some final opinions on things. So this one definitely stayed, I don't know, it actually did smush down pretty well. I thought it stayed thicker for some reason, but it was a lot more cakey and less caramely. This one, because the actual recipe of the donut is a lot fluffier, it smushed a lot easier, so it accepted its waffly fate a lot easier, and it's more caramely, so I do like this one better, but this one's also not bad. The actual cake parts of them, once they get waffled, they taste pretty much the same. This one is a little bit more dense, but flavor-wise, they taste the same. So while I do totally suggest trying this, it's not the best, it's not quite as exciting as some of the other YouTubers make it look. But like I said, I'm not mad. See you next time. Bye. They are fluffy. Actually, you can't see. Stop being a face.